Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's DJ. Today we got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farming Simulator 22, and we are back to normal mod days. In total today we got 34 mods for all platforms. We have 19 new and 9 updates, and PC and Mac players have got 4 new and 2 updates. We're going to load up each mod into the store, take a look at the customization, check out slot counts for console players, that way you guys know what to expect when you load in. We're also going to review all of the mods that got updates today. I do make mod review videos every time mods are released on the Indie Game Mod Hub, usually Monday through Friday, so get subscribed if you guys are new, that way you never miss any. Starting off today with some new ones for all platforms, we have the map Oberkirchheim from the Lort. This is a little bit of a smaller map, as a matter of fact, as here you could see this outside dark square, that's the normal size of a normal size map. However, boop, we jump in a little bit, this is right there, so maybe it's less than half, somewhere around there, but it's kind of nice. You've got fields that are nice and squared off. It's not humongous, so you're not having to run around trying to find everything. You don't have to drive very far. The fields don't take a long time to do. Plus, you've got a couple required mods that help you out, which is really neat. As far as, well, everything goes here, you get one little itty bitty area right here. I say little itty bitty. It's actually a pretty decent sized farm overall. And then as you can see, we've got everything else you could possibly need spread out around. You've got 2 different farms on here, 45 fields, 82 purchasable areas, including the area around the outside of the map, which you can access, not like out there, but like right below us right now. You've also got cattle dealer, BGA, sawmill, animal stables, 8 different selling points, 8 different productions already on the map, or greenhouses, collectibles. It is precision farming ready, that's great. And you've got new paintable decorations, which is super, super cool. Let's go in and let's take a look at what vehicles we get. So starting off, it is going to be 1,406 slots. Yeah, there's a lot of detail. We get a smaller Fent. We get a Valtra Q Series AO. I think this is the first map that's featured one of those. We also have a Fent 700. You got a nice New Holland in there. A Rudolph tipper, header, plow, cultivator from Limken. We do have a direct drill. That's nice to see. We got a Verlin mower. That's cool. Puttinger, tedder, and a windrow, and a loading wagon. You get a header for that New Holland stuff. Yeah, there you go. Not bad for a starting farm. Yo, that's pretty good. And of course, speaking of that starting farm, this is your starting farm that you start off with. Really nice. Next up, new for all platforms, we have the Case H AFS Connect Steiger series from Crawl Farms and Custom Modding. They are finally here, and it is so good to see these things. We actually talked about them in Farm Sim News this morning. Watch that video if you haven't seen it already. Nonetheless, we've got 4 different versions to come with this. So we have the Connect Steiger series road track, we've got the narrow frame, quad track, and then the wide frame. So let's just take a look. Probably, I don't know, we'll just start off with this one, the big boy right here, $480,000 at least starting price on here. 558 horsepower, power shift transmission, 1,170 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, and it weighs 22.9 tons. If you guys are on consoles, it's going to be 37 slots. As far as other slot counts go, for the quad track, it's going to be 37. The narrow frame is going to be 33. And your smallest one, the road track, that's going to be 34. Pretty high up on there. Wheel brands on here, we have Trelleborg, Michelin tires, Continental, Midas, BKT, Frostine, and Lizard. These are also going to be your LSWs in there. Back and forth, you got a bunch of stuff. Kind of choose what you like. I think you'll find anything is good. For today, why don't we go with the LSWs on here? Setups, we have EU and US. We've also got EU without parcel placards, and we have US with a rock box, or EU with a rock box. We also have an oversized sign, oversized with a rock box, and back. Front options, we have a 1,000 pound weight, 2,200. Front options, which is nothing, I think. Yeah, nothing. Windows, we got a default tint, light and dark, as well as just blacked out. Beacons, we've got both of them, just left, just right. We've also got LED, both left and right, or none if you want. Lights, we've got default, we have front cabin lights, we've got LED, and then we've got LED with those front cabin. In-cabin monitors, we've got nothing. You can also throw in a field view, precision planting, both of those, real dashboard. Field viewer with real dashboard. By the way, yes, this works with the real dashboard mod that released a little while ago, so check that out. Floor covering, you've got a cardboard cutout, a carpet cutout, or nothing. Exhaust, you got a rain cap or back and forth to default. You've got regular attachment on the back, or you could throw on a weight, 3,100 pounds, 45. You got a quick hitch 3-point, which is good, and back. And again, the Welker logo, yeah, you could throw a Welker logo on here if you want to. Fleet numbers 1 through number 9. Engine setup, so we've got a 558 horsepower in power shift or variable. We also have 613 available in power shift or variable, 647, 692, and back end. Those are both available in power shift only. Main colors, we have Case IH red, black, and silver. Design color, we've got red, black, and silver. That's going to be your seat inside. And then rim colors, we've got a couple different ones to choose through there. Now, you are going to find that a lot of the same things are going to be found as far as customization goes, with the exception of really your wheels. And then when you get into the small frame stuff, a few things may be slightly different, but for the most part, all the way around, everything's going to be exactly the same. If you guys know me, well, this is one of my favorite setups right here is the row track. So just go with the one you like. You're good to go. They're all pretty darn expensive, and they're really heavy on slots. So just know you're not going to put like 1,000 of these on a map. Next up, we have the Valtra Tractor Pack, no longer still in testing. It's got a bit of joke at Farm Sim News. Used to, it was seasons. Still in testing, then it became the Valtra Pack. Hey, it's here, by the way. We've got a bunch of different stuff in here. We have all 5 base game Valtra tractor models, including the new Q series. Yeah, I believe the Q is the brand new one. We also have the T, the N, the A, and the G series. Now, these are a little bit different because now we have left door animations as well as right door, back window, roof window on there as well. We have beacon light configurations. We have warning signs for the Q series in front of us right here. And they're also prepared for precision farming, Kubota DLC passenger support as well. However, they do say it's only the Q and T series which are available with that. Now, otherwise, they're kind of similar to the base game ones, but we do have different customization. So starting off with the Q series, this is going to be 26 slots on consoles, 230 horsepower, Vario transmission. We got 460 liters of fuel, 31 miles an hour, 9.3 tons. Front weight, we've also got 180, 300, 420, 540, 660, 780, and 900 kilogram front weight. We've also got wheel brands from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Freistone, and Nokia. And tires, do we have tracks? No, we don't. It's unfortunate. Would be cool to see some tracks on here. Roof setup, we got that sky view, and we also have standard reverse driving. We've got yes and no, basically. Doors, we have panoramic window. We have a second door, panoramic window again. Stowage setup, big and small. Doesn't look like anything, at least notable, is changing. Interior setup, so we have a couple different ones of those, basically black or gray. Beacon lights, one on the left, one on the right. Both of them or neither of them. Automatic control, simple IC. We got simple IC plus mouse control. And then we've got a front loader attachment with quickie and the Hauer. Engine setups include 230, 245, 265, 285, and 305. We also have main color right here, and we have rim color right here. As far as everything else, basically customization is identical to what you would see base game. However, we have a few extra bits, as we mentioned. As far as slot counts go, we'll talk about those. Q series is 26, as we mentioned. The T series is going to be 26. We also have 26 for the N series, 18 for the A series, and 18 as well for the G series. Next new one for all platforms is the K700. This was released recently on PC only as a Krovitz. However, it is now out for all platforms as an unbranded Lizard model. 220 horsepower. We got a manual plus power shift transmission on the inside. 450 liters of fuel, 20 miles an hour max speed. It weighs 14.2 tons. It's also 18 slots if you guys are playing on consoles, and it is articulating as well. We've got a hood trim, no and yes. We've got external decals on the left door, on the right door, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and left door and right door. You've got all those with the logos and back in again. Internal designs, we have a standard design. We have a big oil can, which I'm not quite sure where that's going to put that. We also have earmuffs thrown on the front, bag, all kinds of stuff there. Most of those you can't see from the outside, so be ready for that external design. So we have an external cab filter on the top, beacon lights, we got a tractor triangle, or different versions of all of those. Fuel, we have standard capacity plus 30, 60, and back in. So you can take your fuel capacity up to 510 if you would like. Engine setup, 220 horsepower, 240, 265, 290, and back in again. So between 220 and 290. Wheel setups, we have standard, hubcaps, weights on the very back, different sets there, weights on the front only, or all the way around. We've also got front twin wheels, which I love. Twin wheels all the way around and back to standard again. As far as your main color, this is your color palette for the main color itself. We'll just leave that red so you guys can see what changes red. Cabin cover, or color rather. Let's go with a white so you guys can see exactly what changes there. It's also going to be the very front. Now, facing color. Let's go with a yellow here just so we see. So it's going to be all the stuff around the gridding. The decal color, we'll go with orange, even though we don't have any decals on there. And lastly, rim colors as well, and you can change these whatever you like. This is kind of a mild to wild tractor for sure. Next, we've got a new logging machine for all platforms. This is the Lizard LH822D. Now, you may be saying, hey, I know that. Yeah, we got the Tiger Cat version of this, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, somewhere around there? Well, now we've got a version for all platforms, which is great to see. 282 horsepower, we got 585 liters of fuel, goes 3 miles an hour, so it is a slow boy. Weighs 37 tons, so if you need to test some weight, this will do it. It's also 19 slots on console, so not bad there. As far as undercarriage, we have a narrow undercarriage and a wide. We've also got wide with, what do you call those? Peat bands. And then you've got a rear shield on here, yes or no. And then the Lizard crane system function. You've got that on there if you would like to add that as well. Next up, the K-Brand IT26 Custom. This is a feed mixer, 26,000 liter feed mixer. It is based on the IT Runner platform, so if you got an IT Runner truck or trailer, this will work with that. It's very cool. They also say when the mixer is not connected to a trailer, the status and mixing ratio and tipping controls can still be viewed by entering the rear step back here, which is super, super cool. It's not that heavy either, only 4 slots on consoles. Your next new one for all platforms is going to be the Lizard Subsoiler Gen 4 MTS. Well, this is a subsoiler at the end of the day. 200 horsepower is required for it, 4 meter spread at 7 miles per hour. It's only going to be 4 slots on consoles, and there are no customization options on here. It almost looks like they went for a John Deere color scheme, but at the last minute maybe said, let's just make this a Lizard. Next up, we've got a mod that's kind of rare to see, a roller. We have the Dalbo Hydraflex 5.2. This bad boy weighs 4.8 tons, so it's still not lightweight, but it is a roller, so there's that. 100 horsepower is required, 5.2 meter working width, and 9 miles per hour. It's also going to be 5 slots if you guys are on console, and there are no customization options. It's also really cheap at $3,100, making it maybe one of the cheapest Dalbo products in the game. One of my favorite mods for Farming Simulator 19. Yes, it was a wait, but hey, it's back from Smitty, aka CMT Software. We got his safety bumper. This is going to be 2 slots on consoles, and we've got different stuff. So we do have design colors, so you basically change the main color, which is kind of nice. So maybe we'll go with just standard gray for this one, but stickers. This is where it's cool because you've got Nothing or Fendt, John Deere, New Holland, Valtra, Duisfar, JCB, Massey Ferguson, Challenger, Claas, Steyr, Case IH, Michelin, King of the Road, or the best tractor driver ever, Trucker Matsy. Don't you dare touch that. And still plays with tractors. That's a good one for K-Bot. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is a little bit heavy though, so be careful what tractor you put it on. 2.5 ton weight. Also, yo, check out this texture. I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite this good in Farming Simulator. Holy crap, dude. How did you do that? Here's a mod that might come in handy for you guys. The fuel tank, 3,000 liters. Holds 3,000 liters of diesel fuel only. You can attach it on a strap, on a trailer, something like that. You've also got 3-point hitch on here as well. It's going to be 4 slots on consoles. Weighs 100 kilograms by itself. Tank color. That's a lot of colors. Green too. Yeah, that's called toothpaste tractors, what that's called. I was go with a oof blue, and then you could change up the strap color as well. That's pretty cool. I like that. Here's something that's easily overlooked, but is so nice when you get it right. This is the chicken coop pack from Nikki, or NYKK3. This includes a single coop and a double coop. 40 chickens or 80 chickens. So you can see right there, we got 80 in the double, 40 in the single. Food goes in. You also get eggs. Look at these. They're only 11 slots each, so that's not bad at all. Food's been moved around to the side for the double. They're small, but like they look great. How did you do this? I want to modify these to hold 1 billion chickens, but I want to use these on like every map now. These look great. Next up, we got another animal pen, the sheep pasture for Brummy Farmer. Check this out. So this is only going to cost you $51,000. Holds 300 sheep. Feed capacity is going to be 60,000 liters. Water capacity is going to be 30,000 liters. But the real trickerino for this one is the wool pallet capacity at 12 pallets. So maybe you don't need like a bajillion sheep, but it would be nice to have places for all the wool because you're lazy and don't want to put them up all the time, or you don't want to use 82 Studios magical pallet for whatever reason. Well, this would be the one to go for then. It's only 7 slots, so it's not that big. It's pretty great. Next up, we got the Bunkersilo Medium. This bad boy right here is going to cost you $25,000. It is, yes, it is a medium bunker silo, but it's quite large. There you go. 4 slots only for this as well. So slot count is very, very easy. You can see we've got some dirt on the sides as well. I do think that's pretty cool. The only thing is, can we connect multiple of these together? I hope we can. Let's check it out. Let's go to buildings. We'll find that medium bunker silo that we got. We'll go ahead and turn on free build, and it doesn't look like they are snapping together. If you don't know what I'm talking about, base game bunker silos will snap together. So you can either run them individually or you can run a few different ones. However, it doesn't look like this one does that. Yeah, we got a new greenhouse, or well, it's in greenhouses. This is the small garden, and they say it is a substitute for a greenhouse. So we've got a couple different things here. It looks really good, but the biggest thing is going to be taking a look in the production chain. So we've got outputs of tomato, I said it wrong every time. Lettuce and strawberries. We also have different versions with manure and or solid fertilizer. However, they're still going to take garden substrate, water, seeds, and straw. However, you can swap out solid fertilizer and manure. Solid fertilizer is going to give you more. However, manure is going to give you half as many, but more productive. I'm not quite sure what the difference would be through here. But nonetheless, it is kind of nice. It looks very cool. And it's fairly low on the slot count at 17 slots. Your next new one for all platforms is kind of interesting because I can't actually think of, any firewood that we have. I think we may have a firewood production chain or something like that, but basically this is your round firewood storage. It's from Red Phoenix. It is in decorations. What you've got is you've got a door on here and you've got a front piece, and it's really, I think, meant to be used for role play. So you can take off the top, throw inside your what does that say? Oh, okay. I was about to say door here. Throw in the wood, let it dry out, and then open this door, and then get the wood out that you need to get. It can also work as a really good cage for K-Bot because you can't get out, which is kind of... the trigger's on the outside. Oh no, I'm stuck. All right, we're out of that. I had to delete it because I couldn't get out. Next up, we have shelter. This bad boy right here can be found in sheds. It is going to cost you $8,000, and it's 4 slots on consoles. There's really nothing crazy special about this, but it is what it is. So if this is what you're looking for, well, this is out now for all platforms. Next up, we have the Placeable Ramp from Ada Modding Stoneway Designs. There's a name I hadn't seen in a while on the ABP team. It's just a simple brick ramp that you can use to load things with. It's got a nice short but pronounced ramp. You got a bed at the end right there, so maybe you won't fall off like I would. And it'll probably work fairly decently if you want to use it as, well, a literal ramp to do very fast things. It's only 3 slots and it's cheap as well, and only $1,400. Your next to last new one for all platforms today is the Farmers Market. And you may say, cool, we have a Farmers Market that looks exactly like that already, base game. And yes, we do. However, this one accepts all kinds of crops and materials. It accepts all grains, grasses, and animal products, and is also included modded productions. The only thing it does not do is methane. So be ready for that. It's going to cost you $50,000 by itself, and it's 14 slots, which is 2 more than the base game one. But because it takes more, this might be a good option for you. And your last new mod for all platforms today is the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown. Nope, it ain't, but it is. You know what I mean. 2019. Why does it say that? Because, well, they made this mod for Farm Sim 19 as well. The Great Pumpkin made up modding, Stoneway Design, and the ABP team. Gets you in the Halloween spirit. Costs $200. It's 3 slots on console. Not bad at all. Also, this has a snow mask on it, so when the snow's up, you're good to go. And it should light up at night, I believe, as well. So that's kind of neat. Making our way over to mod updates for all platforms. First up, we have Spruce Mountain Farms from Maps by Mako. This is going to be version 1.002. A new save game is not required. However, there are a few things that do require the update. So let's start with the update itself. They fixed fields 31, 32, and 33 not working. They've added a snow mask to the green paths and red paths, added snow mask to the starter farm area. Adjustments to the pedestrian spline in the town, adjustments to a few objects and winter objects around the map, and adjustments to the store vehicle spawns. Now, the next things do require a new save, and they're not going to change unless you start one. So they made it so that you can now make a small profit from selling the extra farms around the map, and the white fences on the small farms were part of the auxiliary farm buildings. Well, when you deleted the fences, the buildings would be deleted as well. This has been redone, so the fences will now delete without deleting those buildings. However, note in order to see new fences, a new save game is required. Without a new save game, white fences are removed completely from the farm. Next up, we've got an update to the Hillibee Creek from Gamer Designs. This is showing version 1.002. However, it is version 1.003. A new save game is optional here, so you can replace the cut down trees if you do go with a new save. However, they've updated the overall PDA and remove a shortcut that was glitching to delete a large number of trees. Felsbrunn 22 from The Lort has also got an update, version 1.1. They removed the vehicle from spinning, removed the floating objects, renamed Port North and Port South. They've added a selling station in. Agri LB now works as a train silo. The C can now be purchased. Grain mill port now works. Added precision farming and other small changes. A new save game is required, meaning you need to download or delete your old save, get a new one. We've also got some vehicle updates as well, like the John Deere 6R series from Blue Ogun Modding to version 1.1. The prices have been changed up, the wheel options have been changed, and the rims have been changed. Some improvements have been made to reduce slot usage, and the Starfire receiver and 100-year badge are now optional. Next, we've got an update to the Feltrina MR4A from the SMI modding team to version 1.0.1 that fixed collisions on the small tank and fixed the decal position. How's about an update to the Agro-Masz APN30? This is going to be version 1.1. Cultivator tines and discs now bouncing during field work. This is from Karis and Eric. Package up premium pallets and big bags got an update from Happy Mold to version 1.001. Graphic edit, added multiple purchase, and added garden substrate. Pack with small chicken coops from Bart or Barty has got an update to version 1.1. They've added a brick variant, increased the capacity to 40 chickens, changed the price, and increased the food storage capacity, improved the model, and improved the textures. And your last mod update for all platforms today is the water fountains pack from Puma 145 to version 1.1. They've added a new well, improved the fountain, and changed the water to free. Hey, free water, gotta love it. Making our way into new mods for PC and Mac players. We got a new map for you guys. This is Neuffener Valley from Impro Loop. This is a fictional map named after the region where they actually come from in real life. In addition to some productions, this map also offers enough space to let you put down kind of whatever you want to. As you can see, we've got a lot of open space, very basic looking fields, but sometimes that's a good thing. I prefer stuff like this myself. They say it's perfect for all types of agriculture, forestry, single, multiplayer, animals as well. I'll add that in there. You can place down your own stuff. It'd be good. You got 37 fields available for farming. In addition, there's 4 more farms included with hotspots in the PDA. You also have a chicken farm with the mini map. You've also got a cow farm, pig farm, and a sheep farm. All Yeah. Let's take a look here. So we've got areas down here at the bottom left with field 17, and we got grapes in there, ayo. And then we've got an area up here, smaller fields, field 1 and 2, as well as the main area right there. Let's just kind of boop over to it, see if we can see what we can see. And well, we can see that there's really not a lot going on down here. However, all of our grape harvesting equipment and stuff is down here already. So that makes this really easy. And then, wait, do we own that field down there? We do. Hey, that's easy. And then we've got our main farm area right here as well. Not a lot to it. I think it's pretty cool though. Check this out, Neuffener Valley. That's what I'm talking about. One thing I almost forgot to talk about though is what you get in new farmer mode. What we get, a Fendt FA or Vario 314. We also have the smaller one that works in the vineyards, John Deere 7810. We've got the Ideal 8PL, which is a massive combine harvester to start on new farmer mode. You also have a Kloss Torian, that's a small version. You got a pickup truck. We have a Kloss trailer. We got the 30-foot header, 9.2 meters, base game. What? We got the Hardy sprayer. We also have the Furman trailer and the Providus pruner on there. We do have a TMC mulcher. You got a cultivator. There you go. It's been a long video. Subsoilers. We got 2 different ones of those. You've also got a seeder. You got some stuff for doing milk and water, or water anyway. Stuff for front loaders. You've got your header trailer, and you've got a weight. That's about a new disc harrow for PC and Mac players. We got one for you, the Landstal BTS 300. This is a horsepower requirement of 100 horsepower. 3-meter spread at 9 miles per hour. It weighs 2.1 tons. It looks incredible. You got rollers with a V-ring style. You also have the T-ring style and a U-ring. We also have a regular disc. As far as design, we've got 1s and 2s and 3s. And then reflections is we've got, well, yes and no. We also have a main color. You can make parts of this black. Next one new for PC and Mac players is the Multi-Fruit Harvester Pack. Check this out. So we've got a lot of base game stuff, which will actually run normal amounts of things. They'll do sugar beet and potatoes all in the same. So your potato harvesters have been added with sugar cane, or not sugar cane, with sugar beet, and your sugar beet harvesters have been with potatoes. So how cool is that? And the mod actually recognizes which crop is on the map itself. Costs and everything else same as the base game model, which is nice. So basically, it'll just kind of figure out what's what and go, oh yeah, I know how to do that. And you're good. And your last new mod for PC and Mac players is the Roller Missions mod from TN 4799. Actually, the same people that the previous mod was from. This mod adds roller missions into the game. A rolling mission can generate after a field has been sown, and you get about $700 per hectare of the field. That ain't bad. As roller missions share some generalization properties with fertilizer missions, these 2 missions are working against each other in the game in general, so don't expect to always get roller missions. Which one will be generated is totally random. Rounding out today's new mod video with the mods that got updates for PC and Mac players today. The first one is Real Dirt Color from Viper GTS 96 version 1.2.5.2. They fixed a multiplayer error when using vehicles that don't support Real Dirt Color. And the Dynamic Mission Vehicles mod from TN 4799 got an update, version 1.1. They've added support for mission vehicles from mod folders and DLCs. Well guys, that is it for today. That is it for the new mod video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. Get subscribed if you're new. Join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure those notification bells are on as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. I've already released Farm Sim news for today, so check that out if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Hope you have a great Monday. Hope it's a good start to your week, and see you guys later. Peace.